trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome, everyone, to Morgantown, West Virginia, home to the West Virginia Mountaineers. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Virginia Tech Hokies. And the Hokies will kick it off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. The Mountaineers offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, they would understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right in the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Soft spot in the middle. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires downfield. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. So now the offense is going to have to regroup. A turnover on the first drive of the game can bruise that confidence a little bit.
No doubt about it. It's so hard as an offense to create any momentum and get any confidence early when you turn it over at this juncture in the game. You're just trying to kind of feel out this defense, and you're formatting them, and you're trying different play calls to set things up for later. But when you turn it over on the first drive, it's hard to get that momentum established.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Knocked down immediately, but they couldn't stop him from getting the big gainer to the 30. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down. Going for the big play. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And they strike first.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the move from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Heel off one deep down the left side. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? So now it's 2nd and long. The the play action fake. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Mountaineers send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He will not make a fair catch. Steal the punt and bring it back. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Off the play fake on first down. Wants to throw. Keeps looking downfield. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Really nice looking pass there. I'll tell you, they ask you to do a lot at Virginia Tech when you're the quarterback. You're expected to make plays with your feet because of some of the greats that have come before you, but you've also got to be able to hurt defenses throwing it as well. The entire playbook is open and at your disposal, and this guy right now, he's showing you with his arm talent, he could carve up this defense.
Lets it fly. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. Right on target this time. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Hokies with the 1st and 10. Williams will pass. Using the quick game. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. 3rd down coming in the Morgantown faithful, making it tough on this big play. Off play action. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. It is good. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on. And you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Off the play fake on first down. Finds a man on the left. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Got out of trouble and throws. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Firing to the right, complete. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Pressure coming. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Leaves it winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They're going to ride this running back. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the first quarter. That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. First play of the period will be a second down. Now the play fake. He's moving out of the pocket. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Hokies come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
They're working that left side. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's second and long. Off the play fake. Got his man on the right. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Trying to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hokies. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. But I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on.
And the Mountaineers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, the run and looking for the first down. And he's going to go backwards, and they force a fourth down. What a play by this defensive front. The kick is on its way. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they're... in play. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. And they've found no answer so far. Already to the end zone twice, tacked on a field goal, and now back for more. Williams looking for a man. Unloads it left. Pulls it in. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Pulls and fires complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got him. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
You can just see the command this guy has of the offense. He's been picking this defense apart, matriculating the ball down the field. He's now got him in the red zone, close to the goal line. I wouldn't be surprised if they just keep letting...
Touchdown, Virginia Tech! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Utah has the lead right now, but this Rice-Eccles crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 7 over UTSA. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The Mountaineers have a lot of options on second and inches. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella.
Offside. Defense.
Yeah, and you see some people.
So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Williams will pass. Going to take a shot. Brings it in down the left side. Off to the races. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Gets it out fast. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Wants to throw on first down. Going for it all. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And the beatdown has... You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs.